Hello, everyone. Hello, hello. Hello. Ooh, oh, hold on. This is. Okay, I did it. Okay. Hi. Hello. How are you doing today? So, today is kind of a special episode because I have talked about it in the previous episode by the end, but next week I have a fuck ton of things to do, so I will not be able to post. Now, some of those things are not just personal stuff, but it is also kind of some personal projects, like one you will see by at least September 1st, since it is a project I hope to get done at least by the end of the month. But in between the time of posting and time I'm done, there's of course the editing time, so it's a whole other story. Anyway, this week is kind of special too, since I've taken on more than I could chew, and I realized I don't have time to build. Meaning all our beautiful trees? No, houses. All our beautiful houses and buildings we're planning to do on the city, well, are just not able to be done. Like, you can see it in the back. I didn't even do the skyscraper I was supposed to finish. Like, I wasn't able to do it. I think it's visible. No, that might not be. That might just be a building. That might just be the placement for a building. I don't know. Either way, I wasn't able to get on that one skyscraper. But I have been able to do stuff. I have done stuff. And you can hear it in the background. For today's episode, I wanted to get the achievements, a whole pack, and a complete catalog. Which you can see I've got them done because I am currently filming this intro at midnight, where I can film in peace and quiet. But back when I filmed me actually getting those achievements, that was just a whole mess. So how about I just explain to you all what happened. So our adventure started with me taking a list of every variant of dogs with their respective biomes and every variant of cats, and noting which one I already had and which one I didn't. For the dogs, it was quite simple. I simply had to go on Chunkbase and highlight which biome belonged to the dogs I was missing, which, if I remember well, was about 6-ish biomes. Now, I just want to note something. The last time I did get the whole pack achievement, I struggled to get the extremely white wolf that lives in the groves, because not only is it the rarest one, but it's also the only one that spawns in a pack of one. Literally. Plus, let me tell you how painful it was to find a grove biome in general. So you cannot fathom the shock I was when I got that wolf on about the second or third try. The one that was actually my hardest on this run was the one that was the easiest on the first time I did it. I don't know how that happened. It happened. Shockers. For the cats now, it is a whole other story. Because cats, there's two ways to get them. Witch huts, for the black ones, and villages. I already had the black one, thankfully, so we were clear on the witch huts, no need to chase for them. But that did leave us to get the rest in villages. And there's no way to predict which kind of cats you get. So it was pretty much pray to the gods. Pray to the gods we had one. And honestly, I'm pretty annoyed, because literally the hardest ones to get were the jelly one and the calico one, which is so sad, because in my opinion, they're the prettiest ones in the whole variants, in every single variant of cats. I know I have 3 cats, none of them look like them, and I love them very much, but the jelly cats and the calico cats are just the prettiest one in the world, and I love them. But anyway, outside of praying for me to get the right cats, it was really just about an hour and a half-ish of just going to a biome, searching for the dog on the map, no dog, I'm out. It was really just that. Though I will note, the wooded badlands, those were weird, because we've had massive ones, literally massive ones, with sometimes not even any trees. What the that is strange. But literally, it was so hard. no matter how big the goddamn biome was, I had to go over 6,000, 9,000-ish blocks away from home. That was horrible. Literally, even at some point, I thought I ran out of rockets when searching for it. When I opened my dear beloved inventory, I had over a stack left. I don't know how dumb I have to be to just do that kind of mistake, but I did. And yeah. Also, outside of getting the animals in themselves, which honestly wasn't that big of a deal. It wasn't that big of a deal. I also spent quite some time trying to figure out how I would place them, because honestly, I got the first dog in the list of the missing ones and was like, I can't leave them at my starter home. There's no way. I am bringing them to the city, my boy. I am bringing their ass to the city. So I brought them, and I don't know quite yet how to explain how I did it, how I arranged them. I went through a few ideas. The first ones were really on the floor in the living room. But then there was the cats, how I do those. I was like, how do I put them? But since they're cats, they're kind of my favorites. Dogs, I love them, but I don't mind them. Cats, they're my beloveds, they're my favorites, so they get to be in the bedroom. At the end, I took the chance, because I remembered we had name tags. I remember that. So I just took 3 name tags and named the 3 cats that looked most like mine into their real life names. But I think that's about it. Oh yeah, also small favoritism. I put the cats that look like mine Ariel on the bed. The rest of the cats were on the couch, except the 2 motherfucking ones, like the calico one and the jellycat one. They get to be on tables. They get to be on tables away from the others, because Christ on a stick were they annoying to get. So yeah, that is what happened. Yeah, for the dogs here, I just arranged them from the first 3 we had. I don't remember what order I went and got them, but I had them, so they're here. And then the rest is just the order where I got them from. Now sadly our couch isn't spacious enough to host the last dog, but he's on the carpet, he'll be fine, he'll be comfy. Now for the cats, all of them are in our room, except one, which is a duplicate. I don't really want to have the duplicates in our room, so it is hanging out in the kitchen. If in the future we get other duplicates, we'll put them in the kitchen. What do I tell you? Now, you may have seen by the end of the episode, like before I skip to this whole explaining, I name tagged a few. And if you've been here for a while, you know I've built 3 cat statues, which all of them represent my cats. There's Nocturne, our youngest one. He's about mid-size, he's regular. There's Mystic. She's my little bug, because she's tiny, but age-wise she's in the middle. And there's this big fluffy cat. He's so fat, let me tell you that. Any cat lover out there would just have their heart melting if I was able to show a photo. But privacy reasons, I don't want to show photos. So you just get a digital cat. Garfield. My baby. Yeah. And those two motherfuckers. They were painful to get. Let me tell ya. Literally, since getting cats is different than getting dogs, you can't just pop up in a biome and get them. No, you have to pray to God. Let me tell you, I suddenly turned religious when it comes to getting those cats. I went through, I don't know how many villages, but goddamn, I literally had to pick up the map at some point, and we're like, Okay, which villages did I already do? These ones. Wait, what if I let them go? What if I forgot them here? I didn't. And the worst is like way out there. There's a village which had the last one, which is jelly, the jelly version over there. Anyway, thank you so much for watching, and I'm sorry if this episode seemed a bit odd for you. I hope you enjoyed it anyway. Bye bye.